Hey folks, welcome back. Sorry, we gotta check my hair here. It's just being a little bit crazy. That's nothing new. So I think we're gonna. I'm streaming at kind of an unusual time here, so I think I want to do something a little bit different. Um, we're gonna do some troll gyro runs. The way these work is we start off as a troll monk, and then we dive down until we get to uh, too large for most types of armor. That's right, we can only wear, like, robes. Maybe we can wear dragon armor? I don't know. I don't know for sure. Anyway, what we do is we dive down until we find an altar of Jaiba, and then we worship Jaiba, and hooray. Okay, so unarmed combat is one thing that we want. Yeah, this seems fine. What aptitude? Trolls have pretty bad aptitudes. Huh. A -5 to spellcasting. I guess we are pretty strong. Huh. Okay, well. And we don't mind, I mean, it's not that we can't or won't kill things, it's that we want to just go as fast as we can, as far as we can, so that we get as much piety as possible, and we can get crazy mutations starting very early on. This is sort of mutation roulette advanced. Pick that up. Okay. This is somewhat of a tricky strategy because it's, I mean, aside from the fact that it's just incredibly unsafe in general, there's no guarantee that even if we get to the layer that there will be an altar to Jaiba around. And here we go. That's right, we can eat chunks. Good, another staircase. We can eat chunks even when we're not hungry. I'd forgotten that's a benefit to being a troll. Yeah, I mean, dexterity is going to be better generally, I think. Oh, well, shouldn't have fought an ogre. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, this setup seems fine. Unarmed combat takes a little bit of work to get going. And by that I mean that it takes a long time to get it to be better than weapons, or to be on par with weapons. It takes a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. I have no idea if anybody will actually be watching at this hour, but you never know. And I figure, this will be recorded for posterity at some point. Anyway, I can't play for the reason why I'm doing these and not Tiberius Buck is because I don't know how long I'll have to play. Right now, I'm going to be making breakfast at some point fairly soon here. And when that happens is kind of up to. Well, it depends entirely on when my girlfriend wakes up. So, not knowing when that's going to be. Okay, so we have to get to at least Dungeon 7 before the layer can appear. Yeah, that's better. This is a very, like, it's a very kills you a lot of the time strategy. Very deadly way of doing things. Because you're not progressing in power like you would normally throughout the course of the dungeon. These guys can open doors. Darn. No. Yeah, we do want to put points into dexterity. The interesting thing is, if you kill a couple of things when you're this far down, you do just shoot up in levels. Which is kind of fun. Okay, I think that the... Now, is the layer is at 8 through 11? Hey, there we go. Of course, now there's a fire drake in between us and it. So we have to survive that. Ah, okay. Oh, yikes. We may almost definitely die to this fire drake. Probably. Yeah. Okay, well, made it to the layer. Let's see if the Slime Lord can make it further. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, so I'm not sure how effective it's going to be. I don't know if it's even doable anymore. It might be a little beyond our capabilities, but it's still fun. Another way you can do it is to use a stealthy character, but I find that with the stealthy character, you'll get down there and you'll worship Jiva, and then won't be able to do anything with the mutations and whatnot. So, dexterity is more important than strength for troll monks, generally speaking. 50th Menace, we don't care about other gods. We want to be one with the slime. Here we go. Alrighty. Yikes! Whoa! Ah! Well, yeah, let's try and get out of here. No, we're absolutely going to die. Yeah, that was unfortunate. It would have been nice if there was an altar to Jiva right around there. That would have been cool. Yeah, yeah. That boy needs therapy. That boy needs therapy. Psychosomatic. That boy needs therapy. From Tears Psychiatrist. Oh, hey, Fun Devil. How are you doing today? Well, I hope. Whoop. Whoop. Eustachio. Oh, he of the glorious mustache. His funny ideas about honor. Weird. Well, let's try for a different staircase here. Yeah, I'm doing some sort of throwaway Jiva runs. Troll Monk, you dive all the way down to the layer to try and get to an altar of Jiva, the slime god. And then you get a bunch of cool mutations and just play around from there. It takes a little while to make it happen. And you die a lot in the process, but it's pretty fun. Mushroom with jellies, yeah. You think you feel like it ruined DCSS? I don't. I still like 0.15. I know. Oops, probably shouldn't have thought that. Well, we'll go again here. What makes you say that? I'm curious. I think it's a valid opinion, certainly. Just because I continue to enjoy the game does not mean that everyone has to. The item destruction. A fancy robe. Wait. Oh. I thought it was glowing or something. Never mind. I guess that was a scroll that I was seeing. Yeah, you just lean on the tab button and there we go. I do that a lot in these sort of throwaway runs, just because you're gonna die a whole bunch anyway, so that the normal survival tactics kind of don't apply. And I would rather just take as many shots as the increase in survivability from not using the tab key is not worth the added time it takes to maybe get to the place in the dungeon where we want to go. We do want a different staircase than that one, though. Yeah, I do miss the racial gear. I do wish that they had let those in. I thought that was pretty fun. He's a flowing sand ossuary and a sewer. I don't think that either of those is going to be doable to us at level 2 here. Although it is right here, why not? Let's see. We might starve to death. On the other hand, we find a bunch of cool stuff. Mencore, oh, we're gonna die so terribly. Yeah. Alright, huh, that was fun. Yeah, I miss the racial gear. The whole corrosion thing, I like the change. I like that you don't have to just absolutely have an amulet of resist corrosion or risk losing all your gear. I think it's to improve the usefulness of non-artifact items. I think it's to allow you to progress a little bit further without having to have specifically artifacts. And also, in a way, it makes corrosion more immediately impactful. Like because a -3 to all your stuff is a lot heftier than just -1 at a time. So it does stack up pretty quickly. It means that even the most powerful characters can be reduced to a quivering mess of melted goo. Yeah, NetHack is something that I haven't played. I played it a tiny bit a really long time ago, and just haven't really messed with it since then. I'm sure I will. There's a whole long list of roguelikes that I want to play at some point, but I haven't finished with this one yet. I'm a little bit of a completionist. I tend to stick with one game for a very long time. Um, Not necessarily to get 100% or whatever. I very rarely actually do that because I think that a lot of those things are a little unnecessary. But I'm still having fun with Dungeon Crawl. I don't see any reason yet to switch away from it. Um, maybe at some point. But it does have a different feel to it. Yeah, that's for sure. What is this? Okay. Let's fill ourselves up here. Yeah, please don't take any of this play as instructive. This is not. I'm not taking these runs seriously whatsoever. Next level layer can show up. Thanks. I'm glad you agree. But yeah, there are definitely a bunch of others. FTL is on the list. Sword and Stars: The Pit is on the list. There are a couple of there's a new one that a friend of mine recommended to me. Stanley Dudrich recommended to me. It's called Dungeon Mans, and it's sort of a legacy style. You know, your characters can leave things at the academy or whatever for future characters. Okay, so it's possible that the layer can be on this level, which means we actually need to start sort of exploring around. This is the kind of situation where it's a little unfortunate that we didn't find it right away. The last one was pretty neat. It can get really tricky at this juncture because we can't just continue to dive down guaranteed because we might miss the layer. But what we can do is we can kind of explore a little bit, see if see if there are hints that the layer might be nearby. Can we kill this guy? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's scary. All right, let's go ahead and dive down. I don't get the sense that the layer is going to be on this level, so that's not to say that it isn't going to be. It may still be, but I'd rather continue on here. Yeah, that's the intoxication is a big killer of characters for sure. Oh yikes! Irolcha. Oh no, she caught up to us. Ugh. Really, our only hope here is to try and get back down the stairs. Okay, made it. Now we kind of have to hope. Can we kill this guy? Okay, cool. Ugh. The reason why trolls are particularly well suited to the Jive runs is because they are pretty strong with just no equipment. You just throw on arm combat and dodging. Still want a few more levels in dodging here, just because we do need to be able to survive. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna get in trouble here. I do think the layer is on this level. Oh boy. Oh, we're so dead. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. Point 10, point 11. Those were pretty cool patches. I like those. You are definitely correct. The game is easier than it was back then. I like that though. I like the accessibility of it. I like that you don't have to min-max quite as much. It opens up more adventurous race background combinations. And the end game, extended end game, is still very difficult. It's that hasn't gotten too much easier. So the front end is a little bit more forgiving, which can make it a little less satisfying to progress really far. But at the same time, you can make this game as hard as you need it to be. So I'm okay with it still. They may at some point screw it up, but I don't know. I feel like at some point there's going to be um, there's got to be a backswing, where enough of the devs think, oh, okay, well, we've made it too easy, that they kick the difficulty up in other areas. Or even, add new branches or something that are designed to be harder. Or you can do challenge runs, do stuff like this. Yeah, Felids. Felids have always been real tough to play, and certainly any a shaft. We definitely want to go down the shaft. Dexterity. Um, any increase to the power of Felids is a welcome one. Another ossuary. Oh, we can maybe win this fight. Nope. Okay. Maybe unarmed combat is the wrong way to go. Maybe we need to be doing fighting. I don't know. No, I don't think the hit point increase is actually going to be relevant at such a low level. So, just keep on trucking. Yeah, there is kind of a less goal-oriented challenge that I like to try sometimes, which is that if you see a staircase, you must take it. If you see an unexplored staircase, you must take it. That's an interesting looking. Okay, it's a cool little Nemelex thing. A sewer. But I don't care. Oh, and Nossuary. Man, temptation. It's right here, and we're in trouble from that, from that. This could be one of the easier ossuaries. I love the branches. They're so much fun. They're not guaranteed to show up. We might actually be able to just claw our way through this one. Ooh, a Sentinel's Mark. Okay, well, now everything knows where we are. Not that they really did anything about it. Ooh, Mankore, hey! We managed to beat him up. Excellent. Ooh. We did almost starve to death in here, but we did it. Alright. Let's eat some beef jerky. And onward. Excellent. Nope. Now. Gnolls, I think, are harder than this slime. Edmund. Gosh. We've accidentally gained a bunch of levels here. So at this point, the layer could be around. Hopefully it is. Yeah, that might be useful. A potion of porridge, that's very handy to have. I'm not sure that I want to dive. Yeah, because, Irolcha again. Alright, let's see if we can survive this. Wand of Digging. I really don't think that we can kill her. These plants suggest that the lair entrance is down there, so maybe we just run this way. Oh, but there are plants in the way. Terrible. Well, this is probably a potion of curing, yeah. Let's just start drinking potions. And see if we can't kill her that way. Yeah, okay. Of course, this guy is going to be problematic for us here. Get Curare going. Ooh. Is it? How do we I forget how to unwield a weapon. Yeah, we can just do that. There we go. Okay. Survived. Alright. Our intelligence has been drained. Not that we had a lot. Okay, so we made it to the lair. It's a pretty tough entrance here. Black Mambas are real rough. Yeah, we're not going to survive. Okay, well, made it to the lair. Okay. That Slime Lord, actually, he got to be reasonably strong. Stronger than a lot of my characters, actually, that I've intended to. Yeah, trolls are pretty solid early game. Well, I think that's all I want to do with those. That's getting a little old. Let's do something else. Let's just be. Jarvie Harbnarbor. Jarvie Harbnarbor will be a demon spawn. I like demon spawn wanderers. They're another fun. Just sort of see what you get. Roll the dice. Okay. We start with apportation, which is fun, and a book of battle. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Sure. So let's. Looks like we are going to want to have some skill in spellcasting. Oh, we need to enable at least one skill. Yeah, let's just have spellcasting and fighting on for now. We have a club, and a buckler. Not particularly impressive. Eh. Jarvie Harbnarbor, round 2. Geomancy. Okay, so we are an Earth Mage with 3 levels in fighting. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's memorize that. Turn on some Earth Magic. There we go. I can't recall guess we have to wield the stones for it to be... Oh, we only have 2 mana points. Hi, Jackal. We did it! Yay! Alright. Yeah, I know, that was crazy. Yeah, Wanderers are, they're fun. It's mostly just to experience some odd skill setups. To see what sort of different things you can do with stuff. Sorry, I'm not very eloquent at the moment. I like them because with the normal backgrounds, you can kind of get pigeonholed into following a certain routine. And with Wanderers, particularly with Demon Spawn, where you you have no clue what direction you're going to want to take with the character anyway. Okay. Oh, Stone Skin. Sure. We could go kind of a transmuty route. Kind of like that. Some focus Earth magic. And start training transmutations as well. I don't know that the transmuter is even a background anymore, now that I think about it. Yeah, the transmuter's a background, but they got rid of sludge elves. That's a shame. I really liked sludge elves. They were... I mean, I can totally see why they removed them. They were kind of a bad race, but sludge elf transmuters were just a lot of fun. Ooh, a Ring of Wizardry, that's nice. Get us to the point where we can cast Stone Arrow pretty quickly. Stone Arrow is really strong. For the early game, at least. The Stone Arrow, Iron Shot, Lehudu's Crystal Spear are all the sort of line, the 3 tiers of intelligence, definitely. The 3 tiers of single target boom booms, short range, single target powerful spells. Very useful. Earth Magic, I think, is a pretty well-rounded spell school. You've got a lot of utility with things like Pass Wall and Lee's Rapid Deconstruction can be used in a utility sense. You have some good single target damage with the arrows. You have some good multi-target damage with Rapid Deconstruction and Shatter. I think it's a very solid school all around. There's Stone Skin, so a little more utility there. So Geomancy is a legitimate background. Okay, let's. There we go. Being, again, fairly careless here. Let's assign our items, our stones, level to A here. Okay. So now we can switch back and forth between stones and our sword. I'm going to go ahead and grab this buckler, put it on. Icy blue scales. Those are fine. Any of the scales that give you resistances are pretty average. Like they're never going to be game breaking, but they're solid. I think I like them better than the scales that give you random shield points. Though that is I mean, all the Demon Spawn scale mutations are reasonable, or at least most of them are. I think there might still be one that's kind of useless. Maybe yellow scales? Not sure. This will probably be my last little one-off run for the day, or at least for now. I may stream later this evening. The Super Bowl is today, American football, and it's a social ritual that I enjoy participating in. Super Bowl Sunday. I don't really care about the Patriots or the Seahawks. I'm more of a college football fan. Quit it. We can block line of sight mostly, but it's not really any safer down here. I was just going to hope that this Potion of Lignification gives us enough armor class to survive these guys, which is possible. Well, now I guess we could have been using our spells this whole time. Yeah, that was closer than it should have been. I should have been much more cautious throughout that process. But all's well that ends well. Hey, Genja. How are you today? Well, I hope. Oh, that's right, yes. There was a sewer on this level that I would love to. Hey, we already got our third rank of our scales, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's a hound, not a jackal. Yikes. Let's go stone skin. Wow, okay. 2 close calls. Playing real fast and loose here. Really ought not to be, even for a throwaway character. So until 2. That's a good day right there. Sleep until 2 p.m. We're really poisoned. Jeez. There we go. Forget that we are not a troll anymore. I was doing some attempts at a jibe dive. What will this character try to be? I don't know yet. I kind of like the idea of going sort of a transmuter route, earth magic transmutations, but I have yet to see what other mutations we're going to get a hold of here, so it's a little hard to say. But for now, I figure we started off with 3 levels in fighting, which is kind of cool, and I didn't have to train it right away. Here, I think I can turn off spellcasting. I should train some kind of defensive skill. I think it may be shields. I don't know how I could do shields and dodging and just focus our 2. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just a little trickle for a couple of levels in each of those, and then. Oh, I also could be memorizing more spells here. That seems like it might be a wise decision. Okay, Stone Arrow should be not C. Spells. Stone Arrow should be this. Just finished an FTL run. Congratulations. I hear that's a pretty tough game. I really want to try that out one of these days. Seems like a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, Stone Arrow is strong. It's tough for us to cast still. 17% failure rate. What do we have that's transmutations? Oh, Pass Wall and Petrify? Yeah. Let's do that. Transmutations of level 2. Oh, we should have turned on. I want to be picking up stones. Ah, shucks. That sounds like a valiant effort that was foiled. There we go. Intelligence. This character did start off with only 10 intelligence, so that's a little bit tricky for a spellcaster. But the plus side is we are going to get a little bit greater benefit from. Why did we not fully explore that last level? I'm not sure. Just kind of goofing around here. Okay. Wielding a glowing mace. Well, that could be nice to have. Let's pick this up and check it out. See if it's any good. Mace protection, nice. Doesn't have to be any good. It is doing work just by itself. Our scales are also providing us with 4 armor class, which is a plus. We will probably want this to be a sort of medium armor wearing character, I would guess. It works well with Stone Skin, the guaranteed damage reduction, and armor class that grants. Well, nah, we'll see. We may go dodging, we may go armor. Not sure. It's been a long time since I've played as a transmuter type. I should do that again. That's a very fun setup. I may if there's enough demand, I may do a Chebriados transmuter run. It's a very, very, very powerful setup. Transmuters are one of the few sort of archetypes that benefit from all 3 stats: strength, dexterity, and intelligence in roughly equal measure. Yeah, 12 AC with a robe. It's pretty fun. Yeah, the problem with transmuters is that the start is really rough. You actually the best way I've found to do it is to actually start with the background, but immediately switch to a weapon. Like the first weapon you pick up, use that for a little while, and not your unarmed combat. Like continue to train unarmed combat, but don't use it for a while because it's so weak in the early game that you're really hampered without the additional damage that the base damage of a weapon. Jackals everywhere, but not a dog to pet. Is this ring of protection from cold? Okay, so we are really protected against cold. Yeah, the snakes they're kind of tough, and that is an aspect of transmuters that I do not utilize fully just because it's annoying to me is the whole sticks to snakes spell setup. I don't really enjoy it. It's just a lot of swapping back and forth between things that I feel is often unnecessary. Okay, let's rest out a little bit. And also maybe reevaluate our spell options here. Can we find some food? Oh, hi. Reach level 7. Alright. We have 6 spell levels. Let's see what some of these things do. I haven't used Pass Wall in a very long time. This lets you move through walls, but... Oh, yeah. Higher level transmutations. That is one aspect. Yeah, spider form... It takes a lot of practice to make it actually useful. It is useful once you get there, but it's pretty bad until you figure out kind of how to make it speedy. Chabritos solves all of your problems with casting higher level spells because you get such a massive stat boost. Okay, Petrify. Yeah, Petrification leaves rapid deconstruction is a nice combo. That being said, I think it's a little high level for us currently. The only reason why we had any chance of casting it is because of our Ring of Wizardry that we picked up early on. I do like the idea of Petrify. It kind of serves a... Well, I don't know. Let's look at our skills here. I want to turn off transmutations for a little bit and get a few levels in conjurations here. Just so that our stone arrow is a little more reliable. Earth magic will continue to make the other spells in our spellbook, good. We are pretty strong right here. Still playing very cavalierly, and I ought not to be. But again, this is a throwaway run. I don't really care too much about Jarvie Harbin-Arbor. Ooh, that being said, I don't want to just throw him away on a couple of knolls. Alright. Let's pull them off a little bit at a time. The Null Shamans aren't too bad, but yeah, there's other stuff there that is problematic. Let's go ahead and Stone Skin. Only 2 additional armor class, really? Is that just the... Yeah, it's just really low spell power. Okay. Kill the shaman. Ugh, yikes. Never mind. Well. Got a little greedy. But so it goes. I may actually do a transmuter run here, and Yeah, weak early. It's a kind of a frustrating setup. Transmuto the Wiggly. Uh, yeah, transmuters. Yeah, there's some interesting things you can do with transmuters, especially with natural weapons. Some demon spawn are actually really fun with it because they are well, not guaranteed you can get antennae, but you are quite likely to get a natural weapon of some sort, and that makes the unarmed combat a little less awkward at first. Um, Nagas are also another option because they have their poison spit, which provides you with a nice alternative source of damage early on. And they also it's an interesting combo with Chabritos. You get a little bit additional boost for being slower than normal. That being said, you're slower than normal, so it is noticeable. It is a noticeable increase in your sloth, your torpor, even beyond normal Chabritos worshippers. Trolls, not so much. I don't know why this is a recommended background. They can't cast spells at all, really. Draconians are interesting, but all right. Well, I think I know that I didn't stream for too terribly long here, but I think that's about all I want to do right now. I don't really want to start another character. I'm just kind of feeling antsy, and I really have to make some breakfast. I've been up for 2.5 hours and haven't eaten yet, uh, so I need to do that. My my girlfriend's on a very different. Her work schedule is very different from mine, and so I was trying to wait for her to wake up to make some food, but I think I'm just gonna get started, and hopefully it'll smell good enough that'll shine. But anyway, Fun Devil Genja, it's good to see you both. I may do some much later this evening, but it'll probably be Tuesday when I stream next. Tomorrow. I have to run a Pathfinder game, which should be fine. It's a pretty fun group of folks. I'm not the biggest fan of Pathfinder. It's good. It's very good, but I don't know. I've played a lot of it, and it's gotten kind of old. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.